So, after delivering a letter to Stephen, grabbing a nose pass, and breezing through the double Aqua and rival Brendan battles, we face our real challenge, catching a Volt Absorb Lantern. Despite having 3 chances in Route 118, 110, and Slateport, I feel I either managed to catch one in 118, the first place I try, or I don't get one at all. This attempt, it's Carvana in 118, so I'm not optimistic. But in Route 110, we also missed the Chinchou, instead catching a Tentacool. Finally, Slateport. We get the Chinchou, but that's only part of the equation. Is it Volt Absorb? Yes! Whew, that was a close one. Now, before we move on, I'd like to discuss the Emerald Kaizo first Wally battle. I remember the first time I played this game blind, I nearly had a heart attack when I saw the Relts was level 70. Thankfully, its only damaging move is Pain Split, which can never bring my Pokémon below 1 HP, so the only way it can KO things is through Burn. If you just go in with a paralyzed Pokémon, he can never beat it. With Wally out of our way, we head to Verdant Turf for some more Pokémon. Then, it's Watson time, and if there's one thing to say in this battle, it's that Parafusion is broken AF. Seed sets up a growth as his Jolteon T-bolts us. From here, Giga Drain is a 2-shot, and by the time we're done, our HP is close to full thanks to its healing. Lantern is sent out. We're vulnerable to an Ice Beam crit, but I feel it's worth it to go for the attack. Before we can, he paralyzes us though, and having already used our Cherry Berry against the Jolteon, we're left fully parried. I decide to try again. We do avoid the crit, and this time break through full para to Giga Drain for the 1-shot, and heal me back up to full in the process. I switch Wind Chime into Amphross's Fire Punch. We exchange paralysis, but my berry heals mine. Anglerfish comes in to take and heal a para, and we get off a Confuse Ray, in which Ampharos immediately hits itself. We Bubble Beam to get off some damage, as turn after turn, Amphy just keeps punching itself. Now below half, we pivot in Magnets. Ampharos finally breaks out of confusion, only to be paralyzed, and then again as Shrew is switched in. Wow, Watson is getting the worst luck here. Since he's parried and on low HP, we're able to get off a dig and come out unscathed and with the KO. Raichu is next. So once again we send out Lantern to heal off a Thunderbolt, waste his Lumberry, then leave him confused. Wind Chime comes in next to get off the para, though she is brought down to the red in the process. Anglerfish comes back in to a Confusion self-hit from the Raichu, and we get off a Bubble Beam for some chip before switching in Shrew, who finishes her off with a dig. He sends out Electabuzz, so Anglerfish comes right back out to absorb some Ice Punches and get up Confusion. Nosepass gets the para, then Shrew comes in to now outspeed and finish him off with Dig. Watson's back is against the wall with only Manectric left. Nose Compass comes out, dodges a crit to live on the red, then Earthquakes for the 1-shot. Watson is down. From here, we begin to make our way to the Meteorite Kidnapping Site, in which we encounter a particular Magma Grunt, who wouldn't have been an issue except for the fact her Steelix's Focus Ban activated, meaning in order to finish it off we have to switch to Chimecho, which shifts the plan order I meant to face the Pokemon in. And the second issue is that I forgot to level up my Sharpedo before the battle, resulting in mischievous outspeeding, and thus me being KO'd before I can get off an attack. Rip Piranha. Not only do we lose a Pokemon, but that screws up my strategy for the rest of the battle, and ultimately we end up losing Watermouse and Magnets to her Chimecho. Licking our wounds, we venture up to Mount Pyre to try and recover the meteorite, but before we can face Leader Maxie, we have to take down his admin, Tabitha. We lead Mouse to 1-shot Dodrio with a Thunderbolt. Spiral Shell takes a head smash well before finishing off her Aggron with a Bubble Beam. We switch to Fire Horse against Arcanine, taking a little under a third. We go for a Drill Run, but thanks to a crit extreme speed, we unfortunately lose Fire Horse. We send in Anglerfish, who looks to be able to 2-shot with Bubble Beam, but unfortunately narrowly misses it. We switch in Mouse, but extreme speed just does too much damage. Another would KO him before he even has a chance to finish off the Arcanine. So we go to Crisp Snail to take it, then Arcanine finishes itself off with Wild Charge. The team is far more damaged than I planned to be at this point, which is bad to say the least, but winning the battle isn't out of the cards. I switched to Anglerfish against the Manectric, hoping to heal off an electric attack, but he went for a hidden power instead. Next turn, they outspeed and crunch for the KO. Okay. Sea Lion comes into Body Slam, she gets the paralysis, but Manectric uses his berry to heal it off, then takes me out. Spiral Shell can't take a Thunderbolt, and Crisp Snail is toast thanks to hidden power. With only Mouse left, I just mashed the A button, expecting Manectric to finish me off, but we actually live on 1 HP. Then Pikachu survives another turn, because she switches into Flygon, who we would 3-shot if we didn't immediately die to a Signal Beam. Well, I would like it on record that I hate Team Magma. See you next run.